So, we stopped in Fast Eddy's yesterday. They said we could stay there, so we went down the street to an RV wash. Washed the RV and truck. Took us about 3 hours. I stopped and got fuel. I got DEF, that is ISO certified. I could not find that in much of Canada. So we're leaving Fast Eddy's this morning. Glenn and I had breakfast together, and we are going to Delta Junction. We're going to Delta Junction, but we don't know what we're going to see today along the Alcan. But that's what we're doing. That's what's on the agenda today. Got some pretty mountains this morning. 109 miles to Delta Junction, so that's 2 hours. And on the mountains now, you can see it a little better. Oh, look at the ice on the river. Might not get much of that with that sun. Try it though. Yeah. Looks like they replaced the boards here on the left side. 37 miles to Delta Junction. And, we are 7 miles from the end of the Alcan Highway. The end of the Alaska Highway. Yeah. Well, we have made it to the final point, the northern terminus of the Alaska Highway here in Delta Junction. So we are going to make a new intro for the Journey to Alaska YouTube series featuring the 4 nomads. So I'm Mike.
I'm Leanne. I'm Dawn.
And I'm Glenn.
And we are in Alaska. We have traveled how many miles, Glenn, did you say?
7,800 miles since we left Virginia, March 24th.
We are going to Fairbanks tomorrow, and we're going to find us a place to camp today, somewhere close by here, maybe. We are happy to be here in Alaska. We want you to continue following our journey, and we'll put up videos as we go. We'll see you later.
Bye.
All right.
So that's the sign. End of the Alaska Highway, Delta Junction, mile 1422. Got the Canadian flag, you got the US flag, you got the Alaska flag. Yeah, we're going to the visitor station here. A lot of information on these signs and pipes here. There's a 3-inch pipe from 1943 to 47, an 8-inch pipe from 1955 to 1971, and a 48-inch pipe beginning in 1977. All having to do with the Alaska pipeline. The Canole project was an U.S. Army project started in 1943. That was a Canadian oil project to get crude oil to Whitehorse, where there was a refinery, gasoline and diesel to Fairbanks. And then the Haines Junction to Fairbanks line was 8 inches, and that was an Army project from 1955 to 1971. And then finally, the Alyeska project was a pipeline that was basically the crude oil from what's now in place, the Prudhoe Bay to Valdez, 789 miles of pipeline. And don't you know, Mike has a trip planned to go to Prudhoe Bay on the Dalton Highway. Included on this sign on the visitor center above, it says the end of the Alaska Highway here at Delta Junction. Look who greets you when you first come in the door of the visitor center here in Delta Junction. It is a beast.
But deeper pools could swallow the dozers whole.
Without farming, you would.
Nice sign here at the visitor station. Welcome to Delta Junction. Look at this little cabin with the sod roof right here at Delta Junction. I think the bench has seen its better days. Check out the door handle. So this is the sign when you leave the Richardson Highway at milepost 266. But we are entering the Richardson Highway, and we have come to the end of the Alcan. Milepost 121. 422. Now we're going on the Richardson Highway. The Sullivan Roadhouse is a historical museum established in 1905. It's owned and operated by the Delta Chamber of Commerce. So this is a piece of Caterpillar equipment.
1948 D8.
1948 D8, and Glenn says there's no angle on it, it's straight pushing. Up and down. I guess you can raise it a little bit.
Look how many times it's been repaired.
Oh yeah, oh sure, yeah. Man, that's a monster, isn't it? What year is it? It was a 1942 Cat D8. 1941 LE Ripper. Oh yeah, look at that spike down there. Got a lot of weight on the ground too, on top of it.
So somehow they... just as easy.
It's just as good for me. This is turn-a-pull. So it's a tractor. It's pulling this earth-moving machine, and it scoops up the dirt. 1941 LE turn-a-pull, and this is a scraper, like a grader. 1941. I guess that might be Alice Chalmers. I'm not sure. I don't see the badge on it. Looks like AC might be Alice Chalmers. 42 Cat D7. D7, I see it down there. 42 GMC 6x6. We got a roller, 1941 Ingram roller. And this is a drag line, I'm assuming they would call this a drag line. 1941. Oh, that's good. Drag line is what we call them. And a 1945 Studebaker 6x6. Sullivan Roadhouse Museum here at Delta Junction. And I'm assuming this is a period look from the 40s, or maybe earlier. Life at the Roadhouse. The Roadhouse system was essential to the successful movement of people and goods up and down the Valdez-Fairbanks Trail. Trailside restaurants and inns were typically constructed at the operator's own expense and utilized local materials. They were spaced a day's travel apart. This could be between 10 to 25 miles depending on the terrain. So these are the different roadhouses, the little round dots, red dots. And so this was a roadhouse, so you could come in and eat, sleep. Roadhouses came in many forms. Some included gardens, outbuildings, post offices, and trading posts. Others were nothing more than a tent kitchen and bunks. U.S. military at the Sullivan Roadhouse. The Valdez-Fairbanks Trail. Fairbanks, Delta Junction, and down to Valdez, right there. The trail was cleared during the 1902-1903 winter as a winter route from the Pacific port of Valdez to the interior goldfields of Nana River Valley. This must be the bunkhouse. Bedroom and storage. This is a gold mining cache. And a little bed.